Okay, guys, so the Fear to Greed Index is at a 64 today, okay? Today's March the 26th, Sunday, 2023. And guys, as you know, the Fear to Greed Index measures different variables regarding, internet conversations regarding crypto, social media analytics, and along with exchanges and all of that, okay? So guys, we are at a 64. We made it to a 68 last week at one point. And I remember going back to last year when we were about an 8 and a 9. Guys, that was 9 months ago when we were at those 9, 6, 16, 12, 10, 8 numbers, right? And now we're at a 64. So this is very interesting considering that all that has transpired recently with the Silicon Valley Bank situation and a lot of talks about banks, right? How strong is the banking system? How strong is the financial system? Of course, we had the Fed meeting that came out as well, okay? And so, of course, now you have two, always with technical analysts, and fundamentally as well, you have two trains of thoughts. One train is that we're going to be going to 30,000 and possibly beyond. And one train is that we will retrace, okay? Now, me personally, I don't, I'm looking at this situation and I'm looking at it right now. And I do think that we're going to hit 30,000. But the question is, are we going to retrace first before we go up? Because we've been having all these black swan events, right, that have been going on. And they've been happening a lot more frequently. And I've mentioned that in a couple other videos before because of the fact that, last year we had a black swan event with the Terra Luna situation. And then 6 months later was FTX, right? Or less than 6 months, actually. And then from FTX to the Silver Lake Bank situation, that took about 4 months, right? So the timing of these situations are happening more frequently, but in less time, meaning that the black swan situations are happening a lot faster, right? And so one of the things that for me that I'm looking at is right now, I'm just looking at the market just to kind of see exactly what will happen, because if this is a situation where we are going to go down before we go up, then cool. If, let's say, I'm wrong and we're just going to go straight up, right, to 30K, 32, is that going to be the top? And then how are altcoins going to perform, right? Because let's be honest, a lot of altcoins haven't really done a lot. And we're going to talk about that more in a moment, okay? Now, guys, be careful. I know that Arbitrum, I've heard some people message me about this. They did an airdrop, right? And they also have a fake Arbitron airdrop, as hackers have dropped a phishing link, okay? Now, some people have asked me if I did this or not, and I didn't really do it. I mean, I found out about this not too long ago, guys, like literally a few days ago. And so I started to look into it, and the airdrop had already been completed at that time. So for me, the way I looked at it is there's no point of me talking about this airdrop when it's already been completed, right? Now, the airdrop game is a game, guys, that, I was talking a lot about in 2021. For those who remember that have been around that long, we were doing a lot of those XRP airdrops, right? And there were some people making, $500 a week just off of airdrops, right? And for those who don't know what an airdrop is that, airdrop is where a certain coin is promoting another coin. So if, let's say, you hold a coin or you buy a coin, then you can get free coins like that, right? And, the airdrop game has dried up for the most part until this Arbitron had a little buzz going, right? And remember, guys, the airdrops, I even had the XRP airdrops list, and that list hasn't been updated, and I haven't talked about that in forever. You know what I'm saying? But let's pull that list up for those who are not aware of it. But because that list is still updated, right? And shout out to the brother who updates this list. But this is an airdrop list that if you're a Patreon, you have access to. These deal with just XRP airdrops or on the XRP ledger, right? And these are just different lists of airdrops and whatnot with the Yume wallet, okay? Now, me personally, guys, I haven't, like, once again, I haven't talked about this airdrop list in a long time. Because, like I said, the airdrop list was really popping when it was the bull run season, right? Now, the problem with this airdrops is that a lot of these airdrops now is basically you have to have a global ID, or you're going to have to, you're going to have to be active in Discord, or you have to buy a certain coin. So a lot, with the bull run, remember there were a lot of airdrops that were popping that you didn't have to do that, right? But now, because the bear market has been implemented, a lot of these airdrops you have to hold, multiple coins or this and that, and so for me personally, it's not really even worth it. Okay. And then also here you have tokens that now have API rewards, and these are on the XRP blockchains as well, right? So I'm definitely gonna, for those who don't have that link, I'm gonna link you guys and do your own research on this. Do your own research on this list, but this is not a list that you're gonna find by everybody. Like I said, salute to the brother that does that list for me. We have a conjunction with this where the brother is allowing me to use that list, so I appreciate him for letting me do that. And then these are some airdrops. So the airdrop game, guys, I like I said, it's another way to make money. Remember, there's different ways to make profit in crypto. There was a brother who a few days ago was talking about Twitter signals, right? That's another way to make some bread, where you look at signals from content creators and then you jump on them. Now, remember, once again, guys, I don't recommend just jumping into anything willy-nilly. Do your own research because of the fact that, with some of these plays, they're very, very, very risky, okay? And me personally, I don't have time to, once again, look into every single thing, because there's so many different things that I'm trying to pay attention to. Latest news from what's going on with this coin or this crypto, right? And right now, too, I'm also trying to pay attention to releases. So let's talk about Shibarium. So the documents have been released for Shibarium. So 70% of every base transaction fee is going to burn Shiba Inu, right? So what that means is they're going to use 30% for the marketing and team, and then 70% of the base fee will be used to buy back and burn Shiba Inu. However, guys, from the numbers that I've been researching, it's a very, very small number. It's really, really small. So it's not a whole lot, right? And so when you read these docs, it's got a lot of technical jargons, and I'm not going to sit here and cap and say that I read the whole thing. The main thing I was focused on is the fees. The fees, because right now, a lot of people, we don't understand how the fee structure really works. And they explained it here, but for me, I'm more to, I want to see how the Shibarium ecosystem is really going to work, right? Because of the fact that, Shiba Inu, guys, and I mentioned this before. I mentioned this probably before Shibarium launched in the video, if you remember, that Shiba Inu didn't really do anything in terms of moving up in price. And of course, this was right around the time the SVB situation was happening, right? So I do think that when Shibarium Alpha comes out, that's going to be the main one. But right now, with the Shibarium numbers that we looked at for Shiba Inu, I even thought, well, we might go up 100% at one point, and that didn't even happen, right? And so the whole market has kind of been in this weird state for the last, 2 or 3 weeks, where we went down to 19K, then 28, and now we're just in this weird state, right? And so with Shibarium, guys, I do have hopes for it, but right now it's been underwhelming, definitely. Okay. So right now, guys, I'm looking at a new coin I have not invested yet called Cat CEO. And once again, guys, this is a new coin that I'm looking at. I haven't invested in this. And Cat CEO is basically a meme token, but they deal with the AI thing. And you guys know a lot of the AI buzz is still out here, right? I talked about that last week in the video, how the AI buzz is still there, and how in April, right, we're virtually right around the corner, where I'm going to be looking at a lot of AI coins again, okay? But Cat CEO is, once again, it's just a coin that I'm looking at. So I haven't really invested into this coin. It's just one that I'm looking at. It went up 100% the day before, and it went up 70%. I've been looking at this coin for a couple days, but I have not pulled the trigger on it yet, because right now, as I said, I'm paying attention to what is. Oh, look at the advertising. They already look at where they have that there with Elon Musk, right? One for me, I haven't pulled the trigger yet, because right now I just want to see where are we going. Are we going to 30K? Cool, right? Now, I do have whatchamacallit. I do have, like I said, I have been dollar cost averaging, of course. So Cat CEO is one that I'm looking at, guys, and I've not invested in it. If I do invest into it, I will let you know. But right now I haven't. Maybe I'm waiting for a retrace, then I'll invest, okay? Now, a coin that I have invested in the past and that I continue to invest in is Wikicat. Now, Wikicat was at one point, it was up to 30%. Now it's about 18 to 20. And I'm still believing Wikicat, right? Sir Mappy, shout out to them. The creator of Wikicat, he's very active on Twitter. And he's actually talking about coming out with their own wallet. And also that he's in talks with some big exchanges, right? So for those who are not familiar, Sir Mappy is also the founder of SMC DAO. And so this is one of the reasons why I'm bullish on Wikicat. Besides that, it's a prophetic coin, right? Let's be honest. But one of the reasons is because SMC DAO is a great Telegram research utilization tool, right? That I like to use, that I've recommended to you guys in the past. You know, if you're looking at certain coins that are more in the meme coin realm, they do a lot of those reviews where they look at the tokenomics and also some of the fundamental drivers on coins that may not be as popular. And I do that too, right? I mean, yeah, I talk about the blue chip coins and whatnot, okay? So Wikicat has done very, very well. BNB Tiger is up 10% today as well, which is good, which is dope. We love to see that. Ka is up 5%, which I've talked about a lot. It's good to see Ka, right? A coin that has been doing very well also this month, and that I haven't even talked about, is Shibazilla. But Shibazilla is down a bit. But Shibazilla has done very, very well this month, particularly last week, right? Where it went up 100% because they had a promotion from a big YouTuber. And then it went up yesterday too, but today it went down. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. They got baby BNB Tiger. Interesting. This is wild to me. When a coin does well, then somebody wants to rip it off. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. It's a lot of people out here, man. Like I said, and they don't, baby BNB, to my knowledge, guys, they don't have anything to do with the real BNB Tiger, right? Even if you look at their website, yeah, they don't even use the same. Baby BNB is king of beasts. He's a symbol of victory and strength, a small tiger cup with a big heart. This doesn't even talk about anything connecting once again. And then here you have, 9% tax. Yeah, so baby BNB, I'm staying away from that. To me, looks like a copycat. Okay, looks like a copycat. So yeah, guys. So at this point, right? One thing I'm going to be talking a lot about also in April is I'm going to talk about more about banks and black swan events. Right? Remember, guys, I posted this already, but 189 to be exact banks could face a similar fate according to a new study. I think it's very important, guys. I think that the dollar and the banking system is in a lot worse trouble than we think, than we know, right? And I say that because of the fact that you have 190 banks that could face illiquidity, just kind of like Silicon Valley banks, meaning that if all their customers decided to do a bank run at the same time, the banks wouldn't have enough liquidity or money to cover that, okay? Now, let's say, man, that is scary. That is scary. Granted, I get it, the banks are investing, but this is the problem with the banks, is you have 190 banks in America right now that don't have, you know what I'm saying? That don't have enough money to cash out their customers. That doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to talk about black swan events and what I'm going to be doing personally. But one thing I will recommend is make sure you have enough water and food in your place, and make sure you have some spare cash just in case. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you have some spare cash just in case. But yeah, guys, what I'm expecting this week is, I think that, it'll be interesting because the 31st of this week today is on a Friday, right? On a Friday. So it'll be very interesting to see how we finish the month. Do we finish the month where we finish up with a couple of, 3-4 days of where the market goes up and then we go into the month with good momentum? Or do we finish the month where everything is just going down? So time will tell. Once again, guys, more to come. I'm also going to be doing more contemporary topics too. For those who don't want to hear about crypto, I understand. Anyway, guys, it's your boy Jones, and I'm out. Peace.